What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I am Chris.
I'm Luke.
We are the Creative Criticals. Today we are continuing the John Mayer journey that I'm taking Luke along and showing him the Mayer verse.
Is it the last train home on the journey?
Ooh, no. Today's song is Something's Missing. This may be a lesser known song on John Mayer's discography. This is off of his Heavier Things album, which came out.
I have never heard this song.
Never heard it? Okay. In 2004, so 3 years after his first studio album. And Neon was the last video that we reacted to. It was an acoustic performance. Mayer's one of his more difficult acoustically and on the guitar. This one's not as difficult, but you can see he's starting to make a transition onto sounding a little more bluesy. Also, too, the title of the song is relevant to kind of where he is in his journey in his own life. Okay. So we'll talk a little bit about that after. So.
All right.
Dr. Obvious gets front row tickets again. Now this is a song called Something's Missing.
Like his bass player.
Not alone. I wish I was, 'cause then I'd know I was down the couch. I couldn't find a friend around to love me like they do right now. They do right now. Shopping arms, I searched for joy, but I bought it all. Doesn't have the hunger pains, and at first I'd have to drown first to ever shake you right. So fast, missing.
If you got a good live band, that's just killer. I like the like solo acoustic stuff, but I guess it's because I'm a drummer at heart. Like I just love a nice band that's like really in pocket.
Yeah,
So
for sure. There's a freedom to it.
yeah, for sure.
Walks in where we left you last. You never know when it starts. To this fog inside the glass around your summer heart. So fast, missing. And I don't know how to fix it. So fast, missing. And I don't know what it is. No, I don't know what it is at all.
There we go.
I can be sure that the state of mind is not of my own design. Wish there was an old brother. test. For all of my loneliness, for all of my loneliness, and like they
Sound checking.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, that is my speed right there. That is, and I don't mean speed as in tempo, like that.
Or drug.
Or right now. Yeah. So my thoughts after seeing that is, I really do appreciate singer-songwriter acoustic, but like there is something about a band that for me, like I connect more with it. So like that's probably so far my favorite of his tracks that I've checked out because, well,
Like,
and
of all the songs you know.
no, because I do like his EP that he put out recently. I listened to some of those singles. I really liked those, but that's one of my favorites that I've checked out so far, like of all of his stuff because I'm a drummer. I don't know if you could notice I was grooving over here. Like and that's the type of drumming that I love to play, where it's nothing complicated. There's nothing about it where you're being flashy. It's just you've locked in on the, and the whole band is cohesive. I noticed the drummer really locking in. He had a talkback mic, so he's communicating with the other musicians, and that's something for me that I grew up playing in lots of bands, so playing with a group of musicians to me, there's nothing that can beat it.
For sure.
And I think I really like his voice a lot. It was something that kind of grew on me because I'm not gonna lie, the lyrics went way past me. I wasn't paying attention to lyrics at all. I was really focused on the music there. So
yeah, one of the reasons maybe the lyrics did get past you, because this is in this stage, it's only 3 or 4 years after he's really hit the scene. But vocally, I think he's still not as strong as he is on the next album. After this one, because he is still very breathy. It doesn't sound bad on the recording, like on the albums. It sounds like the mix on his voice is really good, but live, it's a little hard to hear him. Like he doesn't enunciate very well on some of his stuff. It's still really great, and if I was seeing this for the first time at that time, I wouldn't have any of these complaints. But because not complaints, but critiques. But now I know where Mary is and the fullness of his voice. But we'll get to that.
It's interesting because that's not something that I wouldn't even notice at all. I do pick up on like pitch and things like that when people are a little off. But as far as breathy goes, I'm like my favorite genre of music is extremely breathy, and it's on purpose. It's like you're like I'm into like hard rock and punk music, and like that's the whole point. Is just like you don't need to breathe properly. You need to get the emotion out. And so I could feel the emotion of what he was singing, and that to me I put maybe a little more weight on raw emotion in a performance than I do on technique. We might actually differ a little bit on that, because maybe not, but it might be that I weight more on emotion than I do on technique.
Yeah, I think there's a good balance, and also too the context of the song, like with emotion.
Right.
I think it should apply. And so too, lyrically speaking, since you really didn't get to catch a lot of them, the song is called "Something's Missing." It's pretty self-explanatory. At this point in his career, he's really taken off. He's for this album won a Grammy for Daughters, the song Daughters. So
Oh, I know that one.
yeah, it's the soundtrack to every CVS and Walgreens in America. You will hear Daughters at least once. Great song, beautiful song. But yeah, so the lyrics for this one is he's starting to search and starting to look, and you said at the end are they sound checking? Or they kept saying check. What do you the
Microphone, guitar. Check.
Yeah, he was going through all the things in his life that he has.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, microphone check,
But
well
something's
slept
missing.
check, but then something's still missing.
Gotcha.
And he said, "How come everything I think I need always comes with batteries? What do you think it means?" And
Okay.
yeah, so he's in a searching point in his career, which will translate onto his future albums, where he kind of reinvents himself over and over. It always works, but there's a sense of he's trying to find an identity, but also has a fear of being pigeonholed and being pinned.
Yeah.
Which is why he's starting to get a little bluesy and on the electric, is because he's just wanting to expand himself.
I was a big fan of this one. If you are a big fan of this one, you might like some of the other content we've got coming. Chris is going to be a gracious guide along the John Mayer train. So
I've got the
so yeah, if you like what we're doing here, click the bell. That'll let you know whenever we release another video, and we'll see you the next one in the next. We'll see you in the next one.
bye.